Thank you for watching Hack the File. I'm Michael Lopez, and on today's episode, we're going to be doing video 2 on setting up the practice hacking VM network. Enjoy. All right, we're back. So we're doing phase 1 on this, and I had some instructions here. Let's see if we can follow these next instructions. I think we're at. So I think we set this up, but video 1, I think we had to move these down and get rid of this option 2. But we're going to add it when we set up this step here, this web GUI setup. So let's go ahead and start from here. From the PMSys console menu, choose option 2, set interfaces. So I'm going to set the IP addresses. So the LAN, I think I already have that set up. So let's go ahead and check all these and see what we have for let's see what we have for all this stuff. Alright. This is whack. So I had to download one of my PFSense because I don't think that first video I did anything right. I'm gonna leave that first video up, but I'm gonna do so if you configure it that way, you might run into some problems too, because I couldn't get this damn thing to run. So all I did was I re-downloaded a new ISO image, or I created a new VM with the ISO image that I had, and so I went to network and I did adapter 1 not attached, right? Because we still don't want that one attached because we don't want a WAN. Then I just did the 2 I did as the host adapter, 3 I did as the VLN 10, and 4 the VLN 20. So I had 4 adapters this time. I think I had it on, so it was only showing me what I had. But you have an option to do 4 adapters on these, okay? Then I went to File, Network Manager, and I just put Configure Adapter automatically, right? You know, instead of manually. It's like ChatGPT's recommendations, but I think it's fine to do it automatically. And then I did enable the server, right? Just make it automatic. I think what happens when I kept it on static on this, I don't know what was going on, but it didn't want to open, it didn't want to work properly, so we just put it on, configure automatically, DHCP, enable the server, okay? Now it seems to be running fine, so I'm able to access the PFSense dashboard. I actually configured it for HTTPS, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? HTTP. So, I mean, so sometimes it's good to follow ChatGPT's instructions, but if you follow it to a T, then you might have some problems. So this is what it looks like now. So I set the interfaces. So assign interfaces. All you have to do is press EM0 when it says WAN. You know, what do you want? You put EM0 and then it goes to the next one. So I figured that out. And then LAN, I put EM1 because that's what I want to use to access this. And I put in the IP address. So now I'm going to put in the other IP addresses according to PFSense and how we're going to do it. Let's see if I mess it up some more. So then I can do something in here too. So we'll go ahead and do that. But man, I'm telling you, this is very difficult. But we're figuring it out. It's probably easier than I think. I think these instructions are making it worse for me, but we'll see. We'll get through it, right? So so we already did this. Now we're gonna assign the IP addresses. So I already assigned this one. That says EM0, but it's EM1, okay, because we moved them up. But EM2 is going to be option 1, and we want to call that VLN10. I think that is VLN10, yeah. And then we want to change. They want to put it at this IP, which is fine. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's set our IP addresses now. So I'm gonna come in here, and it says set to set inter. Come on. To. Yeah, it says enter the number of interfaces you wish to configure. Enter the number of the interface. So I want to do 3, option 1, right? And configure the IP address option 1 interface via no. It says no. Let me see. It's going to be no anyways, right? So then enter the IP address. So we're going to enter in 192.168.10.1. So then we want to make that a 24-bit. Okay. We want to leave that blank, so we're just going to press OK. Do I want to do DHCP6? Nope. Press option. Alright. Nope. Okay. Nope. Now I can reach that one. Okay, now let's do option 2. So we'll set interface IP addresses. Put 4. No DHCP. Option 2. It's gonna be, so it wants us to set that to 192.168.20.1. 4. We don't want. Okay. Nope. 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 Okay. All right. So we have some IP sets. Let's get out of here. Let's see if they're right. So this wants. Now these had to be scooted up one, right? So we already did that one, and that's what we have it at. So that's great. VLN10, I'm assuming, is option 1. 192.168.10.1, and then .20. That makes sense. 10, 20, because it's going to be VLN10, VLN20. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I got this sucker back working in like that first video. I mean, if you watched it and you configured this, let's say you did. I don't know how many of you guys are following along or how many of you guys are just watching for shits and giggles, but got about almost, how many subscribers do I have? Oh man, I'm so tired. I've been working on this all day. So I got almost 700. So out of 700 people, I'm sure, I don't know, somebody's following along. Let's see. But anyways, if you are, then you're gonna have to fix this. And what I would do is just create a new VM, start all over, because with, the same ISO image, just make it a different name or something and start all over. Because I think the VM the ISO image I was using was outdated. I don't know, but I messed it up bad, so I started all over, and I just let it. I mean, I still had to figure out how to, not get the WAN on there. I don't want it, right? But and you still have to basically see what. I mean, you really don't have to see what your adapter Ethernet is. You can just leave that. If you want to just sign it, it'll assign it. It's a random IP address, which is fine. I mean, I guess it's fine, right? Because I think when we try to make it static, I mess something up. And then the DHCP, it's fine if you make that automatic as well. That way, you don't have any problems with when you turn this on and it's trying to start up. The only thing you need to do is make sure your LAN in here in your PF Sense. You're gonna set that within your network, right? Your range, your IP range, and I'm sure it's got to be a 1, right? Because it's your PF, it's basically your PF Sense. What do you call it? um, PF Sense firewall, right? So you're gonna set it up, and then you're going to be able to access it, right? So I don't have any WAN, but then I got my LAN, my op1, so I'm able to access this. It's on my network. Let's see if I can ping these bad boys, or if I can access these too, right? So I don't know. I should be. So here they are, right here, option 1. So now they're actually, that's cool. It shows that they're added, and now I can probably access them and set them up. Yeah. So that's great, right? That's pretty cool. You don't have to do everything from the command line. You can set it up from this GUI. All right, let's see what else we're doing. So yeah, you're probably gonna have to mess with it and fix it. I released that video, but it's fine. I mean, we're learning, we're living, and we're learning, right? And let me see if I can pick this up. Yeah, okay. So 10 minutes. Let me see what I'm doing here. Yeah, so like I said, the ChatGPT instructions, I'm having a hard time following them. But I mean, they're supposed to be there to make it easier. But I think I could have did a better job if I just winged it, just played with it myself. Because this was telling me to do all kinds of stuff like make it static and all that. But then I was having problems, so I don't know. So I might have to I'm gonna have to figure out what not to do and what to do, what I don't really care about. Because I'm gonna set this up so I can like play hacking it, right? So we'll see. Oh, Chewy, you're still here, Chewy. All right, choo. Let me see. Web GUI setup. All right, so we already did this from your host machine. What is this? Okay, so that's just the D. Okay, from your host machine, set your host only adapter to DHCP or manual IP in this. Okay, so it's saying you can set it up, or you can set it up manual. Alright, so why did I skip? What the heck was this? So I don't know, that was confusing. Anyways, enable later says here. Fine. Open a browser to HD. Okay, we already did that. Login with PF's default. So your login, admin, and then PF Sense is your default credentials. I mean, that's just common sense. It's always admin, PF Sense, or whatever. I already did this, and I changed the password and all that stuff, so we're good. Skip WN configuration if LAF is online. We want this lab offline. We don't want it online, right? I don't want you guys to have my WAN anyways, because you know what I mean. So I don't think that's good. It's all offline anyways. It doesn't matter. Okay, go to services. So we're gonna set this range, but like I said, I don't. Okay, why do we want to set that range for the DHCP? Is that gonna make a difference? This configuration results in 3 separate networks, and I gotta rename this. Okay, so the VLN 10 is going to be my Kali plus my Bluetooth. VLN 20 is my Metasploitable, and I'm gonna try to penetrate both of those. Alright, so when did I ever set this up? Where does it show that? Oh, it's supposed to be, okay, so it's 1 now. So adapter 1. So we scooted them up, so it's saying 0, but it's meant to be 1. But why is it at 0? Oh yeah, VBox 0. So we just scooted it up to 1. Okay, that's fine. That's where we're gonna be on. All right, and that looks gravy. I don't wanna name it. I should put the name Kali Ubuntu and then Metasploitable so I don't forget, right? So I think we're done with this. So I can come to option 1, and I can call it Kali plus Ubuntu. Kali plus Ubuntu. Okay. You know, I'll save that. Apply changes. Okay. What's going on here? Oh, you son of a bitch. Sorry, pardon my French. Okay, so now Kali Ubuntu, and then let's go here. Let's call this the Metasploitable. Is that how you spell it? God. Ugh. Oh, what the that is how you spell it. Exploit. Yeah, that's right. Metasploitable. Okay. Save this bad boy. Apply changes. Go back. Alright, so that looks a little bit better. Kali Ubuntu, Metasploitable. I mean, we want to call this. What did they want to call this? Management net. Management net. That's fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like that. There we go. Alright, so now we're all set up. Management net. What's up, Chucho? Management net. Okay, now we got our VLAN set up. We got our IP ranges, IP addresses. So we did a lot. Like I said, I would recommend, that first video is fine. It's good to troubleshoot through it, but I would just set it to automatically. I mean, I'm gonna skip this step unless I have problems with it. Then I can always come back and change it, right? But for me now, I was having problems when I try to make it static. So in following ChatGPT's instructions, right here, it even says to set this up to your DHCP range. If I have problems with seeing it or accessing it or something like that, then I'll go back and check this. But for now, I think this is just extra something. But this might be a problem here in a minute when I start trying to do things or try to see it, right? Scanning and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just taking this one step at a time. I'm trying to do something I've never done before, and we're just doing it one step at a time. Okay, so we're done with these instructions. Okay, and I set up my IP ranges. It said, let me go back to what I was doing. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that is. I think I need to go to phase breakdown. All right. So here's my phase breakdown. I got to get these phases done. Right, so okay, so foundation phase, light build techniques, recon and discovery. So scan, identify host, detect for. Okay, so I think we're on this phase, on the attack phase, though, right? But let me see what's going on here. 20-minute guideline video. What the hell is this? Oh, I don't need that. Deadline for project. Week 1, scope and plan. Let's skip that one. Management. Okay, so I set up the VM lens. Week 2. Baseline PCAP. Done. Smoke tests. IPS DNS gateway installation. Okay, so I'm still in this one. I'll copy this. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Problems applied. Nope. Phase 1. Alright, so I think we're running on these two. Next. Alright, so we're going to end it there, and then I need to figure out what the hell my next step is. And so, but we got a lot done today in this video. We set up our VLNs and RIP ranges, and we might have to set up those DHCP ranges too. So we'll figure it out. I don't want to mess something up again. If I set that up and then I can't even do anything with it, I want to go back and fix everything. So I'm okay now. But for now, that was HackTheFile. I hope we learned something. I hope you guys are learning something. This is pretty cool. If you set this up yourself, once we get through it, then you can do all kinds of cool stuff. And you can practice a lot of penetration testing things, and exponentially you can get it harder and harder, right? So this Metasploitable, you can even set online and make it hard. But I'm going to try to make it to where we're going to set up our little network, and then we're going to be able to set up some vulnerabilities in them actually, right, in the different VMs, and then try to do some escalation, penetration, and then exploitation or whatever, and then jam, and then clean up our mess and leave. So that's my goal, right? And then you can do a lot of practice stuff. All right, that was HackTheFile. I will see you on the next video. Thanks. Have fun.